Hi, it's me, Miss V, the storyteller, and I am here with another story. The name of this story is Never Give Up. There has been so many times in my life where I wanted to give up. And sometimes I did, but when it really counted, I didn't give up. I remember when I was a little girl, I grew up around my grandparents. And I also grew up around my great grandfather. We call him Big Daddy. Now, I love Big Daddy. My Big Daddy, he had several businesses. He was so kind and everybody in the neighborhood loved him. Two of the businesses that he had was a barber shop and a beauty shop. I loved hanging out there. On Saturdays, the barber shop was packed. And I would sneak inside and I would just watch my great grandfather and his customers interact. Sometimes they would stay there all day just talking. In the corner, Big Daddy had this long scrap, leather scrap, and he used to sharpen his instruments on it. And I used to love watching that. And he knew that about me. And sometimes he would call me over and let me watch him do it close up. I thought that was great. Some time passed and he decided to rent out the back, and it became the beauty salon. My mom started making appointments for me and my sister and herself to go and get our hair done there. Every Saturday that it was our turn to get our hair done, I did not want to leave that salon. I would beg them, please, could you please let me sweep the floor? Anything I could do. I would love hanging out there. And I believe during that time, I decided that I was going to be a hairdresser. Where from a little girl up until middle school and high school, I still wanted that dream. Guess what? When I graduated from high school, I also graduated from cosmetology school. I got my license. I kept my dream and I didn't give up. Now, my dad, he wasn't really thrilled about that. I mean, he was happy, but he wanted me to go to college. And I told him, I said, hey, I have my license. I can start working now. And I don't think I'm ready to go to college right now. I really don't think I'm mentally there. And my dad told me, he said, if you do not go to college right after high school, I'm not paying for it. So I had to make a decision. Do I get my dream of being a hairdresser and having my own salon? Or do I go to college and push that aside? Nope. I decided that I was going to work in the salon and I would just have to pay for college when I was ready. So I went to the first salon. I was so excited. I was like, I have made it. I've arrived. I am working in a salon. Well, it was okay. We didn't have a lot of clientele, but over some time we start building up and I made up my mind I am going to be the best hairdresser that I can be. And every client that I did, I made sure that when they walked out, their hair looked fabulous. The owner started to take note and then she started making comments. And when things started to change, people started to coming in and ask for me. And she decided one day to tell me that she did not think that I was going to make it as a hairdresser because I was overweight and I was so young. It crushed me. Now, I was young, I was a teenager. So, when people tell you things as a teenager, adults, you have a tendency sometimes to believe them. Let's just say I didn't stay there much longer. I left and I worked at other salons. But these salons wasn't like hers. I learned so much. Not only was I doing hair, I was also learning things, learning how to run a business, learning how to talk to your customers, even the other people that were in the salon that were even talking to their customers. So if they weren't there, then they would ask for me. I learned so much. I did hair for about mm, 7 or 8 years. But I also went back to school. I paid for it myself, but I went back to college. I went at night. These are things that I wanted to do, and I did. It was hard, but I did it. I never gave up. Now, I may not have gotten my own salon because I don't do hair anymore. However, I do have my own business, and my business is a storyteller. So I got my dream of becoming a cosmetologist from a little girl. I went back to school and I got my degree in education. And now I am a storyteller. And the moral of this entire story is no matter how hard it gets for you, do not give up. Even if you have to pay for it yourself, like I did, even if you have to lift yourself and encourage yourself when somebody tells you that you're not going to make it because you're fluffy and you're young, I didn't. I pushed through it. Don't even let them get to you when you're a storyteller. What is that? Don't you worry about it. You let me. You let me run this business. So, anyway, I hope you like this story and I hope it encourages you not to give up. Bye.